What's up, Sooner fans? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge softball edition here. Back at you. Make sure you've clicked subscribe, that you're a part of what's going on in the Sooner Surge community here. We appreciate all the likes, the comments that we're getting, especially from you, our softball viewers. We're here today to talk about the progress at Love Field. Joe Castiglione yesterday talked about that progress. There was a Board of Regents meeting in which they met and hashed some of this out and talked about some of the progress being made and if this is going to be done. Josie was asked if this field is going to be done by this season, and he had a little smirk on his face, is what was said. And he talked about that he fully believes that this stadium will be finished in time for this 2024 season. And one thing that I think stood out to me, Jay, was that he said in the next few weeks the sod would be going down.
Oh yeah, Love's Field's going to be premier softball venue in the whole United States. I mean, this thing's going to be just, you know, I've seen a game at the stadium they play now, Marina Hines, right? I've seen a game there, and you know, it's great. But what they're getting at this stadium is going to be unreal. It's going to be unmatched. The amount of fans that are going to be able to be at these games, they're going to sell out all the time. And we've heard recruits, these 2025 commits, we've heard some of them say how important it is to play in front of a big crowd and big fans that know the sport. And that's what you're getting from Oklahoma fans. I mean, you can just, all our viewers, they know if we were to slip up and make a wrong stat, they'd let us know. I mean, they're loyal, they're true, they know the sport, they know the stats, they're diehards, okay? And that's what you get. And, you know, I'm sure in this offseason, this recruiting cycle, Patty's been able to kind of use Love's Field as just another feather in the cap that OU has that other people don't. There's not many colleges that are building softball stadiums right now.
Yeah, and Joe C actually alluded to that exact point, Jay. He talked about that Coach Gasso's been able to take the recruits in lately and show them the different areas of the stadium. Because if you remember in our previous video, if you haven't checked it out, check that one out about Love Field. But all the extra amenities that this stadium is going to have for the athletes, whether it's for them for training purposes, whether it's for academia, whatever it is, for hangout, to showcase all the stuff, all the trophies, all the accolades. This place is going to have it all. And sitting out front of it is going to be the statue of Patty Gasso. And Josie was asked about that, and he said that statue will be able to go up next season. So everything, it seems like, is progressing. If you haven't driven by the stadium, it may look like from the outside. I know we have someone there on campus that says from the outside it may not look like much is being done, but there's a whole lot being done on the inside. And that's why Patty Gasso was able to show the recruits around as to what's being done. And yeah, a few weeks from now, sod will be being laid down, and this stadium is going to finish up very quickly, I think, and in time for the 2024 season.
Well, and you know, OU has the best sod guy in the business. I mean, it's bar none. Jason Fairs he's the best there is. I mean, you look at Palace on the Prairie, you look at Marina Hines Field, it was always just plush and nice, and you're going to get the same thing. And it's exciting to hear that. And you know what's exciting is they've started practice now. Practice has started, okay? And you've seen some pictures on Instagram and stuff of them, you know, especially the seniors posted, I believe, a few days ago. It's their first practice of the year. I've seen some of the incoming freshmen talk about first practices are in the books. So, hey, it's right around the corner. We'll be getting Battle Series announcements. I would expect that, guys. If I remember right, last year it was the first week of October or so when they came out with the dates of those. So that's just a few weeks away. You know, OU 2025 class have 4 commits already. We're 14 days into the recruiting cycle for commits, and here they are with 4 commits already. So, man, things are just trending upwards. OU softball, are they ever trending downward? No. Are they ever staying the same? No. They're always going up. Always
And
going up.
That's something. Just think about this, Jay. Think about this, viewers. So OU's going to open up in Love Field as, if they were just a one-time national champion, that would be exciting. 3-time. Uh, Not just that, you have the slew of seniors, this senior-laden team. These are young ladies, athletes that have been there for over 4 years. And this is, as you said, their last first practice, their last first game. But now it's also their first game in Love Field. I mean, you name it, the storyline is there for this Sooner softball program, and you can just keep adding something to the story, something extra, and it'll keep layering on top of how great and highlight how great this program is. Everything that we're talking about is exalting and just highlighting how great this program is, and it's all kudos to Coach Gasso and what she's been able to do there for the years that she's been there. And we're going to have some guests on very soon, from the 2025 commits to some that have transferred in. You aren't going to want to miss it, Jay.
Yeah, and I would love for our viewers here to comment. I got a couple questions. I mean, when this stadium rolls around and it opens up, okay, love to hear your thoughts of who's going to be the first pitcher, throw the first pitch in the first game out of there, Love Field. Okay, who's it going to be? Start the season, first home game. Also, who's going to hit the first bomb? Who's going to be? Love to hear comments. I'm going to say, I'll go ahead and say who I think. I think they're going to throw Nicole May right off the bat. And I think Alyssa Brito hits the first bomb, the Brito bomb. And so that's who I'm going to go with. But, I think the only way that you could really have even more excitement for the opening game is if for some reason, if they were playing let's just say they were playing Nebraska game 1 with Jordy Ball. I mean, can you imagine that? Or even OSU with Kelly Maxwell going against. But we'll get that later on in the season. And it's going to be a sellout crowd of 3,500 to 4,000 people out there. So just super excited for the season, man.
That stadium holds 3,000. I expect there to be maybe some viewers out, like maybe they're going to do like they did at Marita Hines probably as well, because there won't be an empty seat. It'll be standing room only. And I'm going to go with Nicole May as well, throwing the first pitch, the senior, someone who's been there through it all, through all the championships. And I'm going to say Jada Coleman starts off Love Field with a bang to center field.
Leadoff homer?
Leadoff home run, Love Field.
Oh, wow.
You can't expect anything else. It's OU softball. And guys, be a part of what's going on. The schedule is going to be released. The Battle Series info is going to be released. We're going to have guest interviews on here of the Sooner softball program. I promise you, there's no one dropping softball content like the Sooner Surge is doing. And we want you guys to be a part of it. You guys have been great. You've built this up with your viewership, and let's continue it. Let's rock on to Love Field. It's going to be here soon. Till next time, guys. Boomer.
Boomer.